Welcome back. We hope that you've had a lovely Christmas and New Year break and that you're all fired up, ready to kick into 2012. It's been fantastic having a couple of long weekends just after Christmas. I must say goodbye to my old mate Tony Sturm. Tony turned 70 late last year, and just before Christmas he decided that he wanted to move more into retirement mode than what he was doing. Tony's been with me in TNP since day one, and his support and his commitment to what we've been doing and building at TNP has been absolutely awesome. Thanks, Tony. Just out of interest, just before Christmas at our staff Christmas function, we made a presentation to Tony and thanked him very much for everything he's done, and we also gave him life membership of TNP. He was quite chuffed about that. Tony is going to come back this year. We're going to see a little bit of him because I'm going to ask him to come back and help me out with a couple of special projects that we've got underway. We have some very interesting people coming in to star on Coffee Break this year and in future episodes. They're going to share with you some tips and ideas on how you can improve your business and how you can improve your productivity. We have some fantastic workshops coming up. We've got a very, very busy schedule. The initial sales school is on next week from the 13th to the 16th of February. If you've missed that one, there's another one coming up, and that's on the 26th and 29th of March in Christchurch. We have an advanced mortgage advisor workshop coming up on the 8th of March, and we have our introduction to business insurance workshop being held on the 12th to the 14th of March. Our ACC workshops are being held on the 21st, 22nd and 23rd of March in various centres throughout New Zealand, and we have our world famous seminar series with Dr. Dave McMillan coming up on the 20th to the 22nd of February and on the 29th of February. Please go online and check out our events on our calendar website. We're also going to be sending out a printed copy of our calendar to you shortly, so that can help you in your planning. We've got a launch of a new venture called TNP Aspire coming up in March, so please watch your mail for an invite to join us on TNP Aspire. I'm now going to introduce to you Dr. Ian Brooks. Some of you may have seen or heard of Ian, but Ian has worked with TNP last year on our customer service, so please let me introduce and welcome Dr. Ian Brooks. Welcome, Ian.
Thanks, Jeff. To succeed in business, you need to attract customers, make money from them, and keep them for a long time. It's that simple. After all, business may be tough, but it sure ain't complicated. The key to attracting and keeping customers is to aim to do more than just satisfy your customers. Aim instead to turn them into believers. The difference is that customers buy with their heads, but believers buy with their hearts. Customers weigh up the pros and cons of doing business with you, and they think about the price. I mean, even if they're happy, they can still be tempted away by someone they think has a better offer. Believers, on the other hand, are committed to doing business with you. They don't think about the price, and they aren't even interested in what anyone else has to offer. In fact, believers are so committed to you, they feel part of your business, and they'd get a sinking feeling in their stomach if you ever close down. The reason you want to turn your customers into believers is not just because they will buy more, or stay loyal, but because they will become your advocates and will happily refer others to you. And just how do you turn customers into believers? By creating an outstanding customer experience. Research in New Zealand shows if people have a great experience, they tell 9 others, and 33% of the time they recommend people do business with that company. Which of your customers are believers? What did you do to turn them into believers? And who else could become a believer if you treated them in the same way?
I'd now like to introduce to you Darren Pratley. Darren heads up TNP Home Loans. Welcome, Darren.
Thanks, Jeff. Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to 2012. Hope this finds you well rested and returned to the office all ready for the year ahead. TNP Home Loans has certainly had a great start to the year, and we're really looking forward to some of the exciting initiatives that we've got ready to roll out. We've already attracted some new members to TNP Home Loans, which is fantastic, and we're certainly looking forward to working with them to help grow their business and certainly developing their business into the future. One of the things I want to talk about first of all today was obviously interest rates, and this is appropriate for all advisors, not just people specifically working with home loans, but also our risk advisors. Many clients are looking at this time of the year to review their interest rate situation and thinking about fixing it, and they're looking at their interest rate options. So if you'd like some assistance with this or some support, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We'll certainly give you some ideas about some of the things that you should be considering and making those recommendations valid for the client's needs. The next one is obviously refixing. Many clients are out in the marketplace now questioning when is the right time to refix their home loan, and they're obviously going to be talking to you about when is the right time to do that. We're seeing a lot of lenders still moving their interest rates and still adjusting them downwards, and we're certainly seeing the Reserve Bank making commentary around not moving interest rates just yet. So again, this is very much a watching brief, and we're certainly encouraging advisors to keep communicating to their clients about these rate movements, because it is a great way to keep in contact with your client and make sure that you're showing that you are interested in what they're doing and their needs. I'd just like to mention now one of the hot topics that's obviously in the industry right now is diversification within your business. And this is especially appropriate for mortgage brokers that are looking to diversify their business further into the risk area. This is obviously one of the specialist areas that TNP can offer as part of its service, is the training and support around the risk space and developing your risk relationship with your mortgage broking client. We have at the moment a number of different courses that are run by TNP that help you get introduced into selling risk to your clients, and what this allows you to do is to gradually develop your relationship with your client in another product area. So please, if you're interested in working with insurance a lot more with your clients in your mortgage business, TNP is certainly the place to be with and to talk to. So please don't hesitate to give us a yell, and we'll certainly get somebody out to you to go through the options and certainly start you on the road to earning another income stream within your business. The next one is reviews. Many of our advisors are looking at when to do their reviews for their customer, and when they do a review, how they evolve the home loan area. So one of the things we're trying to do is to offer many of the advisors within TNP the support around home loans when it comes to client reviews. So please, again, if you've got a situation that you want to discuss with us, please do so. Give us a call and we can provide some information to make sure those recommendations you're making are appropriate. And lastly, one of the things that we've also started to develop within TNP is the ability for risk advisors to refer their clients across to home loan advisors that work within TNP. The reason why we're doing this is we're seeing that many risk advisors have a real key focus on risk and would rather refer their mortgage broking business to a mortgage broker within the TNP environment. So that's where I can certainly help work with you to put together a working relationship that provides you with someone that can look after your home loan business and make sure they work with you in securing your risk business. So we've now put together a referral agreement, and we certainly can help work that relationship with you and your mortgage broker. If you are currently working with a mortgage broker that isn't a member of TNP, hey, it'd be great for you to give them our name and for us to be able to contact them and have a chat to them about becoming part of the TNP team. It's really important that we provide really good support and assist them in terms of developing their business in the home loan space, and we certainly want to support your risk business in doing that. So please, hope this year goes well. Good luck for the planning, and if there's anything that we can do in TNP Home Loans, let us know. Looking forward to talking with you soon. Cheers.
Debbie Mayo-Smith's going to join us on this edition, and Debbie's going to talk to you about some marketing tips on your email. Welcome, Debbie.
What happens when you receive an email and you'd like to add them to your contacts? Normally, you would right-click and say Add to Contacts, but let's use our new drag and drop concept. Take the email and simply drag and just drop it into your contact icon. It will open with a brand new contact with that person's name and email address, and the original email in the text portion. Delete it if you want or save it if you need it. But where you go to Genius status is when you scroll down, and you know almost everyone today has what? Yup, signatures. So all you do again is kiss copy and paste goodbye, highlight, drag and drop, highlight, drag and drop, highlight, drag and drop. It can't be easier than that.
In past editions of TNP Coffee Break, I've asked you to fire questions into me, and I thank you sincerely for firing those back into us. One of the questions we've had this month is, when is TNP going to finalise its share scheme to advisors? Thanks for asking that one. Recently we sent out to all advisors brand new agency agreements to sign. One of the conditions that FMA put on us is that we have to make sure that the entity that we're issuing the shares to is in the correct name. That's why we sent out the agency agreements to you. We've had a lot of those returned, but we've still got quite a few outstanding, so until we get those back from you, we're unable to do much with them. So please get your agency agreements, if you haven't signed them, back to us. One of the other small conditions that we've got with our share scheme is that we need to have the TNP accounts audited. As we speak, we've got a team of auditors in TNP going through that process right now. Once all of that has happened, we're then ready to have our prospectus and shareholders offer documentation printed, and our goal is still to have all of that to you by the end of March. Again, thanks for the questions. Please don't forget to send your questions about TNP services, our offering or calendar events, or anything you've seen in previous editions of TNP Coffee Break, and we'll endeavour to answer them on future editions of Coffee Break. You can send these into info@tnpnz.co.nz, or give me a call if you'd like on 0508 367 864. Thanks for listening, and thanks again sincerely to Dorchester Life for bringing us this month's edition of TNP Coffee Break. I'm heading off on annual leave for 2 weeks starting from the end of this week, and I'm intending to do a Harley tour around the South Island with a whole lot of other wild old coots like myself. Thanks very much. We look forward to seeing you next month.